Zama, I've got wonderful news for you in this letter. You will not believe it, but in a matter of speaking, Sizwe Bansi is dead. I'll tell you what I can. As you know, I left the railway compound to live in Port Elizabeth. And then I had to stay with my friend Nowetu. Wonderful friend Nowetu. Nowetu took care of me. And I started looking for a job. But there are so many people here, Zama. So many people in Port Elizabeth looking for jobs as it is a big town. Then 3 days later, the headman came around and put a pass in my book. They said I had to leave Port Elizabeth at once, in 3 days' time. My troubles became bigger. I could not stay with Nowetu any longer. Nowetu wrote me a note and sent me to a friend called Buntu. I decided to leave. That night as we slept, I heard some noises and some gunshots. As I tried to wake, I saw torchlight shining through the window. I saw Nowetu in the dark, telling me to hide. As I hid under the table, the headman came and dragged me out. It was a raid. They found me there. I was only wearing a wrapper, and my slippers were at the other side. I was dragged and thrown into the van. The van with hundreds of us, many of us, being driven to the outskirts of the town. As we rode, I could only sing. You know that song of hope we sing, Zama? That song that one day we will be free again. I sang as we rode out. I'd like to sing to you, Zama, as it's the only way I feel close to you. Bangi cholile abagana tolo Bangi kosa ezi bang ezi kolo kama iya memezama akusuzi luto iminabo nkosi yasi amari amemezama amari amemezama amari amemezama akusuzi luto. They threw me out of the van, and I ran to the address Nowetu gave me. I met Buntu. As Buntu and I walked, we ran into the body of a man who had a past to work in Port Elizabeth. His name was Robert Zwalenzima. Buntu advised that I take on the identity of Robert so that I can live in Port Elizabeth. So, my dear Exama, I now live as Robert Zwalenzima. I work as Robert Zwalenzima. I move around as Robert Zwalenzima. I get paid as Robert Zwalenzima. I have sent you some money. Take care of my children. But I still remain your loving wife, Sizwe.